Hey, bro, have you ever seen Rodman with his hand in the bag?
What is that?
Now that's what you call fashion, bro. Episode 88. Welcome back, guys. Please do, like we always say at the start of the podcast, please do like, follow, subscribe, come and chat to us. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do. Go and check out the bro 808 Kicks ATL. Go and check out Lovekickscustom on all the social platforms, and obviously when all the audio channels, Apple, Spotify, Google, all of that, we're on there. Go and listen to us. We're nearly caught up. And shout out to everybody that's actually following me. I just broke 1K on YouTube. Thank you guys for all the love and support that you're showing. And also, please share that love and support with the bro and everybody else that follows us. And also, just be awesome. Like we always say, be awesome, guys. Anything you want to say, bro?
Nah, man. I'm ready to pod. We got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah, today we're ready to pod. But before we touch on that, did you watch the? We always talk about sporting angle at the start of the show. Let's just touch on this like a little second on this. Did you watch the YouTube Misfits boxing match yesterday?
No.
Which was Saturday. I watched it. That was quite interesting. And shout out to KSI, Logan Paul, and all the guys that actually host those matches, because they're entertaining. They're not professional, they're amateur, but they're very, very, very entertaining. And I kind of enjoyed that. And they're building. I'm just saying they're building a legacy there, which is quite good to see. I'm
going to officially resend the shout out to anybody associated with them Paul boys. We don't shout them out. Let's officially resend that shout out.
You don't mess with them. I understand that. I respect that. But yeah, it was good. It was good to see.
Clowns, bro. They clowns, bro. They done did too much goofy activity in the past, bro. Like I ain't rocking with them. They got too many things to answer for.
I agree with that, but I think there's a redemption arc for Logan Paul there somewhere, which is quite good to see. I think he's changed as a person.
They still goofy to me.
Anyway, that was a quick touch. But anyway, what's up, bro? How's your week been?
I've been having a real mesh boy kind of week.
Ooh.
So I picked up these coconut milk P6000s. Shout out to Mr. Miller. Shout out to Rick Dub. Shout out to all the mesh boys out there, all the cozy boys out there. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all on this one. You know what I'm talking about? I usually don't go for the mesh boy style, but see, this is the thing, because me and you was on a real big 90-60 kick for a while.
Yeah.
Neither one of us pulled the trigger, but I ended up pulling the trigger on this P6000. And I feel like I don't need a 90-60 anymore. This P6000 is one of those type of sneakers, like I said, mesh boy, cozy boy. I know you probably heard the term mesh boy summer. The rise of the Vomero 5, the rise of the 90-60, the not so much the 990 New Balance, because they was always pretty popular. But the 1906 New Balance, Asics is a lot. I've been seeing a lot of Asics, a lot of Mizuno, a lot of Hoka, a lot of On Cloud. All that stuff is derivative of what Nike has been doing. If you know East Bay, if you're an OG, if you got some years on you and you know East Bay, you know how crazy Nike been going. Also Mizuno, by the way, for the running shoe category. So like the P6000, man, shout out to Bill Bowerman. The Pegasus line is, a flagship line for Nike running. The P6000 is a Pegasus mashup. The review is live right now, by the way. Go check
the review out, guys. Go check the review out.
I'm gonna get up off it. But listen, bro.
No. Keep on it.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. And I know you don't wear lows. I still don't understand why. And I was gonna give you some grief about that, but I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Today. I'm not gonna do that.
It's whatever you love, you love. Whatever you love, you love. And you know what? That whole phrase from me is because I used to wear Timberlands a lot, and I love the high look. I dig the high look. I've never been into low trainers. Never.
Bro, the P6000 is probably the most comfortable collection right
Ooh, and you know what, Dell? Shout out to the bro Dell. He actually said the Vomero is actually a really one of the most comfortable sneakers you could ever wear. I'm tempted by that, but you know what? We talked about sneaker cannibalism last week with Mr. Miller, and this goes to show this whole thread that you just brought up goes to show how relevant sneaker cannibalism is to the actual sneaker world, because without certain things happening, certain things wouldn't escalate to happen. See what I'm saying? Without one thing, nothing will happen. If we all said stay in your lane, you can't be here, you can't do this, we won't have the colorways, the silhouettes, the kind of crazy styles we get. And this is why I believe there's a necessity to sneaker cannibalism, bro.
I get what you're saying. Sometimes I just don't like it because it's so apparent. But
yeah,
it's just competition. What you're speaking on is just general competition. Like that's working. Okay, we're gonna try it too. It's all. I mean, how many burger chains are there around the world? You know what I
mean? Bro. Everybody loves food. Everybody loves footwear. Everybody loves apparel. Everybody loves to wear. The essentials in life are important. Food, clothing, footwear. That's what's gonna sell. That's what's gonna be there forever. Whatever you say, bro. Even the what do you call it? The Neanderthals back in the day, before we were ever got two brain cells ever collided, were always going to put something on their feet to protect themselves.
Hey. I bet you they had competitive footwear manufacturing back then. You know
the Stone Ages. The Stone Ages. Rather than like here, Stone here, bro. No, Stone Roll.
Hey man, cowhide manufacturing is a skill too. So whatever type of hides and materials they was using, somebody was doing it better than the other dude that was doing it.
Exactly, pebbles rather than Crocs, pebbles.
let's I see what you're trying to do. Let's go ahead and get to the quick strike, bro, because we got a whole bunch of them.
All right, first up is let's talk about this Travis Scott release this week, because obviously we saw the Travis Scott one low golf release, and this was supposed to be the one and last and done Travis Scott one low. Do you think it's going to be the last one and done for a little while, or do you think you can see something coming out?
I don't know, bro. I think we can't tell. The olive low, the non-golf olive low was supposedly the last one until this one came out with olive. So are we to believe that what we heard so long ago was even true to a certain degree? You know what I'm saying? It could be true, it could be false. Either way, if he come back, it's gonna work still. So I don't see a reason why they should stop, but I can understand with the decline of popularity for the Jordan 1 why they would.
Yeah. I do think I'm going to be honest, technically and non-technically, technically this is still a Jordan 1 low. Non-technically, this is not a Jordan 1 low casual. This is a Jordan 1 low sporting golf. So
Right.
you still can wear. You can still wear it in the streets. And I know Cam's got the a golfing shadow or low shadow, and he kind of customized that to kind of have more look like a Jordan 1 low, because he took the golfing tag off it and put a normal Jordan 1 tag on it. So that from that perspective, you can still wear it. I think the grip is more extensive on the low, so you can still wear it in the streets. But yeah, technically this is not a release for the casuals. This is more release for a sporting wear, but it's still a Jordan 1 low. So it's like a catch 22. They still did release a Jordan 1 low, Travis Scott. So on that, bro, there was this company called Trendy Golf in the UK. And I like this. I'm going to share the site, and I'm going to say two things about this. Number one, first of all, you have to go and line up to get to this place to drive a golf ball 200 yards to actually try and get the sneaker. So basically, if you were in the queue, it wasn't a first come first serve. You had to be in the queue, and then you had to go to a virtual golfing range, and you had to drive a virtual golfing range ball 200 yards to get access to the sneaker, which I think from a golfing aspect was absolutely beautifully done. I think that's awesome, because that kind of allowed golfers to go and get the sneaker if they wanted to, but also kind of gave a chance for the community to go and get it.
So, first of all, this Nike Infinity Next Percent Shield boot that they're showing on the top of the website is an amazing looking sneaker. If I played golf, I would want to have that to go play golf. Let me just say that. Nike Infinity Next Percent Shield boot. If you like golf, go look at that shoe. You might be able to step your swag up. This is the same thing as skate shops making people do kick flips to get sneakers.
Yeah, pretty much.
So however you feel about that is, I think, how you should feel about this. This is the golf community protecting the golf community. Or you can call it gatekeeping if you want to. If you want to take it there, if you want to take it, if you want to put a negative spin on it, you can call it gatekeeping.
Yeah, I would have.
You can call it protection of the community.
I'm gonna say in one particular way. How many times have Travis Scott 1 lows come out to the community? Quite a lot. How many golf Travis Scott 1 golfs have come out to the community? 1. Right. So from that angle, I can understand why they did this, to give golfers a chance to get the sneaker. But this is the only place that they actually did that. You could go multiple places to actually put raffles in but obviously being called Trendy Golf and it's a golfing company, I think that's the best thing they could have done to actually allow their members and loyal members to come and try to get the sneaker, which I kind of understand. So from that perspective, I kind of like what they did with that. But I know a lot of people are going to be salty because they want to get this Travis Scott 1 logo, but it's a golfing sneaker. Look at the grip on the underneath. It's a spiked, extended traction, almost spiked outsole. So it's meant for the golf course. And if you do wear it in casuals, it's okay. You can wear it. It's fine. But it's a golfing sneaker, bro. So like Trendy Golf doing that, I have no qualm. I have no negative vibes or negative to say, anything negative to say about it. I think that was beautifully done.
Okay.
But I'm going to say one thing. I realized I clocked on some of these companies that actually put their name out like this and say you have to go through these hoops, actually put themselves on the radar, because now everybody knows who Trendy Golf is at this moment in time, which is great to see, because it kind of increases their traction, their visual. Like a lot of people are more interested to see what they've got and probably go onto their websites and all of that stuff. So from that aspect, it's kind of good marketing for them, to be honest.
If you say so.
Yeah. But I know you probably don't. You probably disagree with me. But second to that, bro, as well. The EU release on this was terrible, bro. The EU sneakers at release, they made you jump. If you think this company made you jump through hoops, sneakers app, you had to have lost 3 Travis Scott raffles, and you had to brawl something from a golfing aspect from their actual Nike store for the last 2 years, I think. Now think about how many sneakerheads would have bought anything.
That That ain't
From a
nothing
goal
new.
golfing.
That
Yeah,
ain't nothing new.
yeah,
Do you? I respect it because
yeah,
they did anything. What I can't remember what SB Duncan was. No, the SB fours.
yeah.
You had to have lost a certain amount of previous SB releases, and also have made a Nike SB apparel or accessory purchase. So you had to lose a bunch of raffles for SB Dunks pretty much, and you had to have bought anything else SB related as
Mm-hmm.
a gatekeeping mechanism. It's all gatekeeping. It's nothing new. They'll continue to do it for some of these exclusive releases, and what it encourages people to go and buy from these sub brands. It encourages people to go buy Nike golf stuff. It encourages people to go buy Nike SB stuff outside of the big releases to try to curtail resellers.
Yeah, of course. Just on resale quickly. Well, you know what? We'll keep this for next week because I want to delve into this as a main subject next week. But yeah, go move on, bro. Sorry, go carry on.
Yeah, we good. We good.
Yeah. That was anybody that won the Travis Scott. Well done, guys. That was quite a hard cop, and please do take them out to the golfing range if you do play golf because it's a dope flex for the golfing range. To be honest, I do believe it's nice to see.
Yeah. Only certain golfers won't even know to
What that
to
is?
go for that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is, bro.
Uh, but I had a situation a couple of years back when I was picking up sneakers, and my mum reached out to me and said, "Did you get these sneakers?" And my mum doesn't. My mum never in a million years knows what sneakers are and what whole hype stuff is. But sometimes stories like this escalate into the above the parapet and actually kind of go into the media, and people start to realize what they are. So some people that pick that Travis Scott Golf Jordan 1 Low probably do realize what it is once they actually get it in hand, because people will tell them.
Yeah, that's a different story. I'm talking about just
Yeah.
even knowing enough to want to go for it because of what it is.
Yeah. True. All right, next one, bro. Quick strike.
Nike Air Max Plus Drift. I don't know whose idea this was. I don't know who wants this sneaker, and I don't care who wants this sneaker because I want this sneaker.
Do you want the sneaker?
Bro, this is like a winterized, almost like a ACG version of the Air Max Plus. And
Yeah.
let me be 100% honest with y'all. I don't like the Air Max Plus TN OG silhouette. I respect it for what it is, but as a shooter wear, I just don't. For some reason, I don't like the way it look. The Vapor Max Plus is a Air Max Plus with a Vapor Max bottom. I love those.
Oh yeah, they're dope.
I like the utility version of the Vapor Max Plus, the mid cut version. But this drift version, this this is like a foam posit Air Max Plus. That's what it is. It's a
Ooh.
foam Air Max Plus, bro. And these first three colorways, they got lime green and black, or neon and black, purple and gray, and then they got a gray with a gradient. I really hope people buy these so they can
Gray with a J Balvin gradient undertone to it. That's dope. I do.
don't do
You know
that.
what? I do like
No,
Michael.
no, 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 no,
I
no,
do
no, 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 no,
like
no, no. Don't do that. Ain't nothing talking about J Balvin. J Balvin the first person to put a gradient on a sneaker?
No.
Come on, bro. You always do that. Why you always do that?
I'm giving audio descriptions so people can understand what the gradient looks like. But it kind of bro, it goes from yellow to red to almost black. Let's be honest.
No, it don't.
come on. Okay, well, I lie. It got from the toe. It goes from neon green to more of an orange to a red to a purple at the back. It's a nice gradient effect on it. There's a nice gradient effect on the underlay, and it's not a J Balvin. It kind of is. It brings something nicer. But I do like the white and purple variation. Thank you for the correction. I do like the white and purple variation. It's got like a dark purple to a white gradient that runs through the undertone to that sneaker on the uppers. I like that. That's kind of dope. And even the kind of air unit on that is purpled out, which is dope. I do like the way that color contrast hits that sneaker.
Yeah, but you won't get it because it's low. So it will probably look so dope on feet, bro. I'm gonna start picking shoes for you.
What do you mean picking shoes for me?
I'm gonna start picking shoes that I think will look good on lows that I think that would look good on your feet that I think you should consider greatly, such as the P6000. But we're gonna move on.
We're gonna move on to something I want to show you now, probably because this ties back in with the Air Max vibe. This is the Air Max 1 86, which is a big bubble, and it's called Windy City of Chicago, which is dropping on the 21st of October time. It's a dope colorway. I think it's a dope colorway, and Air Max 1s are doing Air Max 1s. What do you reckon, bro? Because it's all associated to Chicago, and it's got more of that the big bubble vibe to that sneaker as well. Do you feel the big bubble? Like, do you think, just the honest opinion, do you think the big bubble was a success, or was it just it came and went, and everybody just went back to the Air Max 1?
Yeah, bro. I think they should have just did the OG. I understand why they did more than the OG, but in my opinion, the OG big bubble is the only big bubble we needed, and I wasn't too keen on the OG, So
yeah.
I don't think the big bubble is working. The Air Max 186 is just another sneaker in the catalog, the vast catalog that Nike got. I don't think people are really drawn to it as much as that original release.
Yeah, it's quite a shame to see, because obviously everybody was hyped when they saw the big bubble 86 appear. Obviously, we know the background story to that and why it didn't release in 86, and then we got the Air Max 1 in 87, all of that stuff. So we understand that, but it's quite sad to see. I'm honest, it's quite sad to see that.
It was bad timing, bro. Like when they first dropped that look-see a year and a half before we actually got the release, that was the time when they created the excitement for it, and we had to wait another year before it actually happened. And I think some of the hype died. I think some of the early looks did negative press for the big bubble because structurally people don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't like it aesthetically. I'm too used. I agree with you. I'm too used to the 1987 OG Air Max 1 silhouette. The big bubble it's like a craft Air Max 1 or something to me. You know what I'm saying?
Or Air Max 1 Plus or something like that. I kind of understand what you mean. You know what? I think they've learned from that quite substantially, because I'm going to give you 2 examples of where they've learned from that. It's probably not good examples, but I think there's some learning curve there, because I think there's certain pairs out there there's certain OG pairs and certain hype pairs that you can do that with. You can kind of show early looks with. You can kind of give them a bit of information about, and then people will be like, all right, cool, I like that, I want that, I can wait for that when it comes out in a year's time. I think the Air Max 1, you're right, Air Max 1 big bubble was I think the hype died, and structurally a lot of people still used, and this goes back to when a lot of people just used to Air Max, like the OG cuts and the OG pairs and OG looks, and if you change it slightly, people not feeling it at all. This is why I think the craft variation doesn't do well, because everybody's used to like having that OG look, the OG sneaker. See what I'm saying? The OG cut, the OG pods, the OG things, and this is why the craft 5 didn't do well, in my opinion. But some of these releases they're shortening the length of from first look to release, and the Amamanier airship is a prime example where we got the look for the airship, and then I know it's super limited as well and it's really hard to get, but they showed the the airship, and then 2 weeks later we got it. It came out, and that was.
But you're taking my point too far. I'm not talking about normal stuff like we'll see. Like right now, we're seeing what's coming for 2024. We're seeing multiple pairs that's coming for 2024. This Air Max Big Bubble was not. It's not a GR thing. It's not another colorway thing. It's something that people been talking about for decades, and it's finally coming back. You can't premiere that a year out from the actual release. 5 months, 4 months, sure. Not in this climate. And it's bad timing because by the time the Big Bubble came out, the sneaker bubble was already bursting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think timing's got a lot to do with it. There's a lot of people that don't like the cut, and this is what the issue is with the 86. I understand you don't like the aesthetics to it because you're used to the MX1 a lot, and I think that comes across a lot with certain people. A lot of people that I know have just picked up the MX 86 OG and that's it, and walked away, and then said, "I just need the OG. I don't want any of the 86s." It's sad to see though, Brace. It's definitely sad to see.
It's a nice colorway though. I respect the material blocking on it too.
And to be honest, like if you've seen the Air Max 1 London, the back panel on that looks like the Air Max 1 London a bit, which with that suede, which is nice to see. I think that touch is great. And then you got obviously the Chicago, Windy City Chicago kind of tag to that. It's a beautiful sneaker. I don't know whether it's going to resonate with a lot of Air Max 1 guys either, which is why I think it's sad to see. But moving on to the next quick fact, bro, I just wanted to touch on Travis Scott slightly, which we totally missed from that equation, was his new colorway. So, and the fact that now we've got the official name to his kind of collaboration sneaker, whatever it is. We've Cut the Check is probably still going to be called Cut the Check. Jumpman Jack is the new name. Is it something? I think from what I'm hearing, his range is going to be called Jumpman Jack. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I ain't never heard that term before. I really don't care at this point. I just want to see something materialize in real life, because we done seen too many different versions, meaning silhouettes, and we've seen multiple colorways now of each silhouette. I just want something to be real, man.
And this is what I was going to point at. Do you think it's been overcooked now? Because like the chef is cooking, you're waiting for that meal. You're still waiting.
This is the opposite of what we were just talking about with the Big Bubble. We want to see this. The Big Bubble, they showed something that we've been wanting for decades. Too soon. This is something that we don't even know if we want yet. We don't even know if we rock with yet. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to see something concrete. Everything that he didn't put on his feet so far, I'm with it. The black and from the first one to this one, from the black and brown, different silhouette, or it might be the same silhouette as this. Actually, it looked like a similar silhouette, but we done seen 3 different silhouettes at this point. And all the colorways dope. All the silhouettes on feet look nice to me. They might not be, Travis Scott 1 or Travis Scott 4 status, but they all look good and they are attached to him. So they need to go. They're gonna make the same mistake. It's a different scenario, but they can make the same mistake and do this for too long, sample us out for too long, because people gonna find it. People know that he got something coming, he got something cooking. So every time he's outside, he gonna get pictures taken anyway. And whenever the paparazzi people take these pictures, I'm pretty sure they're aware of the sneaker element that is surrounding him. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna sell photos to TMZ. They're gonna sell photos to Shade Room and the other pop culture sites. Then they're gonna get the sneaker close-ups and they're gonna sell them to Nice Kicks and Z Sneakerheads and the sneaker outlets.
Yeah, I think I think the pot's still no, it's not boiling yet, but I think I think they need to manage this to a point where the people don't get fed up or the community doesn't get fed up and say release it already and then just get fed up and move on to because I just want to it needs to happen perfectly if this is going to happen and not having the same mistake as the big bubble. If I'm this is why I asked you the question. Do you think it's being overcooked at the moment, or do you think it's still the right time to drop it?
They need to hurry up.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at, bro. That's what I'm definitely getting at. But moving on, bro. Next quick strike. I thought you had 3 names for me, bro.
I do have 3 names for you. And I would like for you to tell me, in your opinion, what these 3 names have in common.
Right. Go on. I'm good.
Kanye West.
Yep.
Sean Witherspoon.
Yep.
And Edison Chin. What do those 3 names have in common? Kanye West, Sean Witherspoon, Edison Chin.
A whole load, if you want to ask me.
These 3 names, Kanye West, Sean Witherspoon, and Edison Chin, are the names of traitors. These are the names that shall be forsaken. These are the names of 3 individuals who have committed career suicide. 2 more than the one. And there is another name I want to throw in there, but I'm gonna leave that name alone for the time being.
Are you talking about Nike defectors here?
Traitors.
I knew you were gonna. I knew this angle was coming because I ultimately thought. Right, you said Edison Chan, you said Kanye West, and you said Sean Witherspoon. Very creative people. So I could have said they're creative. Mm-hmm. I know Sean Witherspoon and Kanye went from Nike to Adidas, and I know Edison Chan's going that way as well. Or he's already gone that way. And I was like, I wonder what angle Q's gonna take to this. So I'll let you say your piece. Go on, bro.
Edison Chin, the traitor, the bastard. Edison Chin has officially defected from the greatest sportswear brand on the planet Earth to the suckiest sportswear brand on planet Earth. He then left the swoosh, went over there where they like lines and flowers or whatever their logo is supposed to be. Edison Chin is dead to me.
Whoa, is it that bad?
Edison Chin is dead to me. He doing fashion shows and now this, what is it, season, whatever season it is for that trash they be dropping over there at the Stripey brand. It's just, I hate it, bro. Why Edison? Why must you join the list of defectors, the list of bastards?
Is that going to change your mind on some of those Nike clot sneakers that we see? Because I have got an Edison Chan in my rotation. I have got a Jordan 1 clot, Jordan 1 mid clot in my rotation, which is absolutely beautiful. I don't know. I heard things in the grapevine in terms of Nike and in terms of Adidas, and I can tell you one definite one. One of the guys I've talked to who actually works in one of the retailers just basically told me Adidas gives you as much freedom as you want, and Nike is very restrictive with it. So, like, I'm
freedom to do what? Freedom to do what?
Freedom to do whatever you want to do on the sneaker, and they will drop and release it. And Nike's got way more control over the like freedom to be creative with their sneakers, and that I'm saying that because I've heard it firsthand, and this is why I can understand why some of these creators want to go and have their freedom of creativity on a sneaker, and obviously we've seen that with what Sean Weatherspoon's done and what with Kanye's done, but I'm not saying it's right or wrong, because, like, let's be honest, Sean Weatherspoon Air Max 197 is probably one of the best collaborations from that perspective, and what he's done with Adidas hasn't hit. Let's be honest, hasn't hit as well as the first collaboration he's done. So whether Nike, I know you want to say something, but watch this. Whether Nike controls their creators to make the perfect product and not release everything, is good for them. But some creators don't want that. Some creators just want to create, and this is why I feel something like Sean Weatherspoon or Kanye West left for that reason. I don't know what the disagreement with Edison Chan is, whether he wanted to do that. I don't know, bro. But like, from what I'm hearing, this is why some people go that route.
I got 4 rhetorical questions.
Go on, bro.
Has Kanye West ever done anything better than the Yeezy 1 and 2? No. Has Sean Weatherspoon done anything better than the Air Max 97 1? No. Will Edison Chan do anything at Adidas that's better than the Nike Dunk Low with the clot? No. Would you rather be limited with a Lamborghini or have full freedom with a Pinto?
That is a perfect example of what I was saying. That is genius the way you put that. But I'm gonna counteract that to you. Three of those people, well, one of those people we know haven't hit as well as they did at Nike, which is one collaboration he got, which is Sean Weatherspoon. I know he's trying to create a market and trying to create his own lane, which is understandable, which I respect. I totally respect. Kanye West, I would say, bro, that's a different story. Whether he matched the Yeezy 1 and 2, which are iconic sneakers, but we can't sit here and say, and I know you don't like Adidas and Yeezy, but you can't sit here and say the 700 or the 350s aren't classic.
That's a cultural value point I'm making with those 3 rhetorical questions. Cultural value point. I could also say the same thing for Jerry, but I ain't gonna do that to Jerry right now.
Yeah, but this is what I'm gonna say. But like, we haven't seen what Edison Chan's gonna do with Adidas, not just yet. So we have to put a question mark on that at this moment in time. So we have to see what comes out. Same with Fear of God. Same with Fear of God and Jerry. We have to see what comes out and compare it. But I'm gonna counteract that, bro. Like, Kanye West, he took a company and he, as they say, as he said, jumped over Jumpman. So and for a limited time, probably, and it's really hard to do against Jumpman. So let's just be honest. What he did with the Yeezy 1 and 2 is grail status, iconic, still lives to this moment. But bro, I got to say he did some magic with Adidas. I'm gonna say that. I can't sit here and not say he didn't do some magic with Adidas.
The point I was making, once again, he ain't made nothing with Adidas that matters more than the Nike Yeezy 1 and 2. Until that happens, which is unlikely at this point, I stand corrected. Kanye, I stand corrected. Kanye did a lot more with Adidas.
Mm-hmm.
So yes. But when we talk about cultural value, nothing he did with Adidas will ever reach the cultural heights that the Nike Yeezys have. Because ain't no Adidas Yeezy going for $20,000.
Yeah, bro. That's
Edison Chin ain't finna make nothing that's as valuable as that clot mid that you got.
Yeah,
like Sean Weatherspoon ain't made nothing in years of being with Adidas to this point. He ain't made nothing close to that Air Max. That's all I'm saying.
I definitely agree with you with that Sean Weatherspoon statement.
Yeah,
man. Bro. Yeah. we can move on from that. I think it's quite hard to gauge Kanye's cultural relevance. I do agree with you on your statement. Like from the Yeezy 1 and 2 perspective, culturally is up there. But just I think if he had done more, it would have lessened that whole cultural relevance because he would have never left Nike, and that him leaving Nike was the reason why those Nike Yeezys 1 and 2 escalated into that spectrum because they were never going to release again, and obviously did way more with Yeezy, which means there's more available. So yeah, I agree with you on that. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Yeah, moving on, bro. Have you heard? Have you seen what Reebok are doing, bro? Congratulations. This is a massive congratulations to Shaq and Iverson, bro. Look at this. Shaquille O'Neal is back as president, and Iverson is back as vice president in their roles for the basketball range for Reebok. How do you feel? What do you think is going to happen from here, bro? Because it's exciting times for Reebok at this moment in time.
Yes. I don't think that Shaq and AI's arrival to Reebok will. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll change much for the company as far as the race for the top brand, the top sportswear brand. It definitely adds relevance to Reebok because when I think Reebok, I think a lot of athletes, but primarily more so than Shaq, even because AI had more pairs than Shaq. I think AI. Allen Iverson is Reebok sneakers. Allen Iverson moves the most units. Shaq has had a lot of releases in the past few years, collabs, hot ones, and the OG Shaq attacks and Shaq Gnosis and all. He done had a lot of stuff. Reebok is just not relevant anymore in pop culture. In pop sneaker culture, Reebok is an afterthought. I mean, like a distant afterthought, not even a third or fourth option. There are a lot of brands out here. People going to. I was just talking about Hoka and Solomon. Hell, even Kai. Like people going elsewhere. People not running to Reebok no more like they did in the 90s. And it's a shame for the company. I hold a little bit of nostalgia for Reeboks. But Reeboks, even then, Reeboks were a third option.
Yeah,
Nike and Jordan was always the first option.
Do you think obviously, if you don't know the background of Reebok is a British company. It used to be a British company before they got taken over by Adidas. But do you think that hindered them? Do you think that being with Reebok or being with Adidas hindered the development of Reebok in the long run?
Possibly. Thinking back on it, hindsight being 2020, the way we feel about Adidas nowadays, that's an easy conclusion to come to. So I'll go with you on that notion. But Reebok, I never associated Reebok with Adidas. Yeah. Adidas controlling the way they operate is not a good thing for them. Because we don't appreciate the way Adidas operates sometimes, you know.
Yeah. The reason why I said that is because like with any company, when you go in like that and you kind of like we talked about like how Atmos is leaving the States and how bigger companies take over smaller companies and sideline them, and then kind of felt like that way with Reebok a bit in a way, and like especially when Kanye released those Calabasas as well, because that was a direct kind of take from Reebok in a way to produce those Calabasas. Yeah, so like from that perspective, they kind of became a secondary company to a bit like what Nike does with like who they got Converses as well.
Converse, yeah.
Yeah. So from that angle alone, I think it was kind of detrimental to the development of Reebok. I just feel like they need it's good that they've actually escaped that contract personally, because it means that they can kind of influence their own creations and be out there a bit more. And I think this is what we're seeing with kind of Shaq getting on board and Iverson getting on board, is kind of redeveloping that baseline unit where they can kind of have the influence and the creative drive to actually produce more. I think it's a good thing. Definitely.
Yeah, I think it'll help. Definitely, it'll help. The notoriety that Shaquille O'Neal brings. I mean, Shaq is a worldwide known ambassador for multiple. I mean, bro, Shaq on TV every day. When it ain't basketball season, you gonna still see Shaq on TV. Shaq is like Snoop.
Yeah.
Shaq is the Snoop Dogg of the basketball world. You know what I'm saying? Shaq, he on insurance commercials, he on Icy Hot, he like Shaq too smart. He's too smart to want to do this and it not be viable. So you have to believe that Shaq and AI doing this is gonna help. We know AI got the lifetime contract. We know AI never had no other sneaker than Reebok. People still buy AIs. AIs still sell out, which is a great thing. The business mind of Shaq with the popularity, the love for Allen Iverson, I think will work for Reebok. The other silhouettes, the Sean Kemps and the Emmett Smiths and stuff like that, I think they should go back and pull some of that stuff. They have brought out the Sean Kemp, the Kamikaze. I don't know how well it did. I didn't pay that much attention to it. Like I said, I ain't got that much nostalgia for Reebok. It's classics for me. The Club C's, the workouts, the Reebok classics. Those are the only Reeboks that I really have nostalgia for.
They brought out the question Kobe free agents, which about last year, I think. Was it last year or earlier this year?
And they worked.
It worked well. But it kind of sat around slightly, but it kind of just went eventually when people realized what it was. But it worked well, and it's good to see that, and I want to see more of that. But sometimes when you're back on the back to basics, back to the drawing board, you have to kind of reinvent yourself. And I think this is a good way to do it when you get like major influencers that have been in your company, like Allen Iverson and Shaq, to actually come on board and do it and kind of keep progressively working towards an end goal and making yourself relevant, making yourself back up there.
They gotta get one of these new hot popping NBA players.
And that's the next move, bro. That's the next move. And I hope it happens. I do hope it happens because they need that. They definitely need that. And bro, in this game, it only takes one thing, one moment to actually elevate you to where you need to be. And that's what Reebok are crying out for at this moment in time. And with the influence of Allen Iverson and Shaq, that will happen. And maybe not in the next couple of months, maybe in the next year or two, it will happen.
Hopefully. New season approaching fast. So hopefully they can get one of these young guys to sign a deal and do something new and innovative for them to help push Reebok back towards the top of the pile, because they ain't been at the top for a long time.
No. Next week's right, bro. Let's talk about this Adidas ex Yeezy designer basically selling out his first Factory Labs slides and now making a second variation, because it looks like Factory Labs have come back with another foam slide. And it looks a bit different from the first one. First one looks really plain, but this one's a bit different. It's got more of a texture vibe, more of an outsole vibe to this. It's got more of a crockish top to this as well, where with those ventilation kind of holes or slots to this sneaker. But yeah, it kind of nice to see. I think the foot, according to this report, 6 months after selling out from their first release, ex-Yeezy Lab head Omar Bailey is basically launching Factory Lab's second sneaker called Factory Mock. What do you reckon, bro?
Trash.
One simple word. I think it's good to see, because this is obviously Omar Bailey was involved in using his brought some of that innovation to Factory Labs, his own his company. So it's good to see. Like, I'm just gonna say, anybody that misses Yeezys, go and get yourself a Factory Labs. It looks like it's super hyped as well, because it's sold out. Well, the first iteration sold out, so you gotta be quick. You gotta be quick. Trust me. But moving on to the next quick strike. That was a quick one. Let's talk about these Croc Demon Slayers, bro. Because staying on that whole foam slide Croc vibe and all that stuff, I like these. And if you don't know Demon Slayer is obviously anime manga. It's very popular culturally popular within anime scene. So yeah, Demon Slayer got different 4 variations. Looks dope, bro.
Yeah, Crocs got full license to do what they want to do. Nothing surprises me about what they do anymore. Whether or not it's big in pop culture will determine whether or not it goes. Crocs ain't even sneakers. Like Crocs, they operate in the casual space and they winning. Casually, I don't see anybody beating Crocs right now.
Oh, that's a good statement. That's a very good statement. Crocs are comfortable though. That's one thing they got
They're
going
not
for
the
them.
most. They're not the most comfortable thing you can wear though. They lazy, bro. They really lazy.
That's a better word for what it is. Every time I talk to anybody that wears Crocs, they say you end up wearing Crocs because it's easy and lazy to wear. Around
They slip them on, bro. Whatever, man. Y'all go listen, man. Y'all can miss me with all that, bro. Stop being lazy, bro. Put shoes on. Tie your. You too lazy to tie your shoestrings? Is that what you telling me? Is that what you telling me, bro? People be out here doing People out here doing full blown life activities with Crocs on, bro. People out here moving. People will move in and out their house with Crocs on, bro. Come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it, bro.
I'm gonna say one thing. If you lace your sneakers up right, you don't even need to tie them. Let's be honest. All right, I'm moving on to something similar to this, and a whole world of collaborations. This one was unique as well. This after we saw the House of what was it, Bart Simpson Evil Twin, Treehouse of Horrors. Now we're getting the Itchy, Scratchy, and Poochie collaboration from Adidas, which is the Rival High, Rival Low, and also a what do you call it? I read it somewhere here. More of a Protro or a pro model. That's the one. Pro model of the actual Poochie. It's just bro, and that's once again collaboration of a Simpsons cartoon. This what, the third one? Was it third? No, fourth one.
Yeah.
Fourth one.
Yeah, this is it's overkill to me. I'm not following. We know the Homers did well, the Marges did well.
Yeah.
These whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. This is why Miller went on that rant last week, bro.
Yeah.
Because they keep doing stuff like this, bro. Don't nobody care about this, bro. Ain't nobody asked for this. If they would have did this 15 years ago, sure. No, man, it's too late. The Simpsons ain't.
I like the box. I like the box, though. I like the box. It's a TV. It's a TV with the Scratchy playing on it. I like the box.
Ladies and gentlemen, we like the box more than the sneakers.
All right, if you want those rivalry highs, rivalry lows, and the pro models, they actually released on the 7th of October, which is, I think, a couple of weeks back. I think they're still sitting. You can go and get them. But yeah, go get it for the box, not the sneaker if you want it.
Bro, I like the box too. I can't front. I like the box too. I don't like none of the shoes, bro.
I do like the fact that we both agreed that the box is dope, bro.
No, the box fire. The box is fire. They couldn't have did that box no better than it. The only way they could have made that box better was by making it textured, because I don't think it's textured. That's the only way they could have made it better.
Yeah.
Shoes, bruh. Oh my god, man. Stop.
Bro, yeah, bro. Like, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and you know what? It's still fun to see, and it's still fun to talk about, even though we don't like him. It's still fun to see, and still fun to look
Bro,
at.
the lows look like they should have been an Eric Emanuel colorway. Why they ain't like? Come on, man, y'all tripping, bro. Itchy and scratchy. And Poochie don't even know. I didn't even know that character's name until this show.
No, I know Poochie. Poochie was like a one episode spin-off when they went to use. Yeah, no. It was Poochie was when Itchy and Scratchy. I watched this episode. Itchy and Scratchy weren't relevant anymore, and they wanted to introduce a new character. Okay. And then they introduced Poochie, and then Homer did the voice for Poochie, and then the whole situation happened when nobody liked Poochie and they wanted to scrap him. So Homer went on a tangent and said, "You're not gonna get rid of me" on the cartoon, and they kind of scrapped him and killed him off. It was quite funny. It was really funny.
So Adidas decided to make a shoe off a character that nobody liked as far as the plot of the show. the writers didn't even like it.
No, that was an episode for the sake of an episode. You know what's really funny? Within that episode, they had a count amount of mascots and count amount of characters over time that they scrapped, they introduced and scrapped, and Poochie being the most relevant, most recent character that they dropped. It's quite funny. If you get a chance to watch that episode, go watch it. It's quite funny. I think it's a really, really funny episode. But yes, moving on to the next quick strap, bro. You call this the what the GS pack. This is what the pack for children. So basically, it looks like we're getting a what the Dunk Low, Air Force One Low, and an up tempo for the kids. So what's your thoughts on this, bro? Let's have a look at some of these. This is obviously a Dunk Low, which is obviously, if you know what the pack is, it brings different colorations and different kind of models and silhouettes into a sneaker. So this is what you're getting. I like what the packs. I've got the what the 5. I've got the what the 4s. Adult pack. They need to do what the 3. But yeah, I like them. I enjoy looking at them.
So the what the is pretty much colorways from different releases of the same silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where the inspiration. I mean, we can guess, right? But it's so many pairs of dunks, just GR dunks, that you can't tell where any of the colorway inspiration is coming from. You can see the same thing for every sneaker in this pack. With that being said, I don't have a problem with this pack. I do think the dunk is the best sneaker out of the pack.
I agree.
I showed these to my wife because I thought she might be interested in them. She likes the left shoe, the white shoe.
Okay.
Not so much the right shoe, the one with the navy primary. But I'm cool on these. I think they nice. They nice for the kids and the small feet, especially the up tempo. We talk small feet when we talk up tempos. I don't know how much I'm going to see these, though. The dunks, I know I'm going to see. Yeah. The Air Force Ones and the up tempos, I don't know how much we're going to see these outside. And no, I feel the same way that my wife does about that left Air Force One. The left Air Force One is better than the right one, hands down. The up tempos, they okay.
I've once while you were talking, I had a really, really interesting idea, right? Like, you know, we get what the packs, like what the 5s, what the 4s, and stuff like that. Now, imagine if they did guess the what the, right? And guess the what the is basically it's a what the pack, but every pack is different. Like Pokemon. Like, it's never gonna happen. Like, trust me, I know what you're gonna say. It's never gonna happen. It's too hard to do. But I like to think this is quite an interesting concept. If it won't materialize, I know it won't materialize, but every what the is different, right? The left hand is different to the right hand. The colors are different constantly. But if you like a certain what the, you have to hunt the what the. So you get what the pack, you get a coloration, right? What somebody else's color is different, but what you like you said, you like the left sneaker. Somebody out there has got the right coloration for the right hand side of that sneaker, and it becomes more of a trading for that sneaker. So you got to trade your right pair for somebody else's right pair to get a match. And somebody else has to trade their left pair to get their right pair of that. So it becomes more of a, oh, I got this, you got that. Do you want to swap? Do you want it'll be quite funny, like trading cards. But that concept's never going to work. They're never going to do it. But I thought it would be quite funny if every what that was totally different.
Your brain, the way your brain functions, I just don't understand sometimes. However, I'm not opposed to that idea.
Thank you.
I think it's more doable than some of the other ideas that you've had. However, again,
bro, I'm gonna say,
wait. No. You giving that to yourself for judging me?
No. I'm just saying. I'm gonna get rid of this screen. I'm gonna say now. Imagine, right this moment in time. Right. We know.
Wait.
We know we got a raging board. Right. We've already got that. But imagine now you've got this right hand side. Not the Tokyo T23. This is the what the variation, right?
Bro, stop. You trying to over explain the concept, bro. If they want to hear the explanation again, they can rewind it. All right.
Go on.
Where you went too far, not necessarily too far, where you overthunk it is the people wanting to actually trade for an identical side.
Mm-hmm.
That's dispelling the point of what in the first place. They don't match. That's the point. The left shoe and the right shoe on a what the never match.
I know. And I'm happy for that. But I'm just saying, and I know this will probably never happen, but it will be quite interesting to open up an avenue of trading where this is why I called it guess the what the.
Oh right? No, that ain't no.
See, I would gladly trade. I would gladly trade.
You won't even let me give you credit for an idea that I don't disagree with. You push it so far. No. Like I said, I like the idea because look at what happened with the Virgil dunks, the 50. You know what I'm saying? Where people didn't know what they was getting. And some people liked what they got and others didn't. And the people that didn't like what they got would try to find other people that didn't like what they got. So is that with half a shoe? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I don't think that's too crazy, but we would have to gauge the willingness of the community to do that with when that's pretty much what the is supposed to mismatch. The idea that part of the idea I don't agree with. The part about the every shoe being different, I'm 100% with that.
Yeah.
It would be limited though. It would be limited.
Of course, you have to be limited. You have to have it like something.
Or like a Nike ID. If they did like a what the ID where you were forced to make a what the. Yeah. That would I can see that. Yeah.
It's possible. It is definitely possible. I think and the thing is, every sneaker being different is like you could kind of say, you doesn't even need to be what they just could be a different sneaker, and all of a sudden you got 5 variations or 4 variations of what you could potentially get in terms of solid variations, and they're all mixed up and put together like different pairs and different things. To be honest, it's a bit of fun. To be honest, it's a bit of fun. But yeah, moving on quickly before we kind of elaborate further into that whole story is, bro, the Day of the Dead sneakers look dope, bro. I'm gonna say this: the Day of the Dead sneakers look so fire, especially this Zoom Comfort, bro. Too. That is hard.
It's the best Zoom Comfort they ever made. The Dia de los Muertos. Sometimes it's muertas and sometimes it's muertos. I don't understand that.
Yep.
But Dia de los Muertos. Women's is a masculine name, Los Muertos, but it's a women's Dunk Low and a Zoom Comfort 2. Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort 2. This Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort 2 is the best Zoom Comfort Jordan I have seen. Period.
That midsole reminds me of the Dave White.
The J Balvin? Oh, my bad.
No. The Dave White. You talk about the J Balvin. The Dave White. If you know what the Dave White Jordan
It's
was.
gradient, bro. It's gradient. So I thought you was gonna say J Balvin.
No. The way that's painted on, it reminds me of the Dave White.
Yeah,
because basically, if you scrape that, that's, the paint can. I reckon the paint will come off that. But I love the rustic look to this sneaker. It's so good. The way they executed that sneaker was so good. Such a good pair. And then obviously you got the Dunk Lows as well with that. I think it's a nice sneaker. I like that almost that crocodile effect on the toe. But I think that doesn't beat the Jordan 1. Look at that, bro. You know what? I might need to go in for these. Like, me personally, I've got the Day of the Dead, the purple. Remember the purple and yellow variation that they produced with almost like this cactus look to this stitch. It was a nice little variation. I've got that. I do like this. I think I might actually go in. I might even ask my missus if she wants it, because I might go in for my missus. But I think it's such a beautiful sneaker. I can't not go in for this. Sorry.
Yeah, this. It's up there, man. It's you can stop showing the dunks. I want to look at them dunks.
Look at it, bro. Look at it. Such a gorgeous sneaker, bro.
Yeah, we can start talking about these.
It's art. For me personally, it's art, bro.
We can start talking about these, bro. I don't know what else y'all want us to say about this.
There's nothing else you can say. All right, moving swiftly on to the next quick strike. Let's have a look at this. Jaden Smith. Is it Misfits Grip? New Balance 0.01? It's like a massive tongue tie.
Jaden Smith, his crew is Misfits.
Yep.
Jaden Smith, the son of Will and Jada. Jaden Smith is a great artist. I ain't got nothing else to say.
I don't know when these are coming out, but this is the next variation. I know he's done a lot of stuff with New Balance, so watch out for these when they come out. I just want to just shine some light on it. So if you're rocking with Jaden Smith's New Balance collaborations, this is another one that's coming out. So watch out for it when it comes out, guys. Next week's right, bro. And this one is all about those Oregon GOAT 1,000 pairs of sneakers that they are releasing. And we were talking about this yesterday quickly. It's not the first time they've done this. Like an exclusive drop on GOAT. What was the other variations they did, bro?
There was the Tinker Oregon Air Max 1, which is if y'all don't know, look up Air Max 1 Tinker Oregon in some variation of those words. You'll be able to find it. It's a bright green Air Max 1 with Oregon branding on it. It's a drooler. Like it. When we know Oregon, we talked about Oregon a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oregon has the best Nikes. Nike was built in Oregon. Tinker, Phil Knight, Bill Bowerman, and a lot of other people in Nike. Those three in particular, because we know we love Tinker. That's our favorite designer. Bill Bowerman, Phil Knight, the co-owners, the founders of Nike, all went to Oregon. So Oregon, the University of Oregon, they're all from Oregon, the state of Oregon. So Oregon is going to always get the most love when it comes to Nike, hands down. Michael Jordan, King Griffey, whoever you want to name, it don't matter when it comes to Oregon. They all second to Oregon. All right. If you don't know, pay attention.
Yep.
Look up Oregon. Just look up the word Oregon and Nike together, and you'll find all type of stuff that's just blowing silhouettes out the water. They blowing colorways out the water when it comes to Oregon, bro. Some of the most coveted retro Jordans, PEs, Oregons, football cleats, Oregons, and now they doing this limited release series, I guess, with GOAT. They released it on GOAT. I didn't think it was real. I saw the Tinker Air Max ones, and I didn't do enough research. I'm just be honest. I didn't do enough research because it was associated with a resale platform. I dismissed it, right? I should have went in. These Oregon Air Force Ones, the suede on these, the leather, the weight, Oregon tag, leather hang tag. This foolish green suede. It looked like wool on the inside. I mean, it's clearly it's cotton, but it's a different kind of cotton, bro. Like they ain't the O in the back instead of the Nike Air on top of that green, the white O. Y'all got to look these up, man. If y'all not watching on YouTube, this is ridiculous, bro.
It's a very, 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 very clean colorway. Oregon, obviously, we know a lot about Oregon, but I'm gonna remind you what Mr. Miller said last week. And one of the things he said last week was StockX. Why is Nike going after StockX and not GOAT? And all of a sudden, we see Oregon Air Force Ones auctioned on GOAT.
Yeah,
1,000.
It's not an auction. It's not an auction. It's a release.
No, it's not auction. It's a first come first serve release, isn't it? Pretty much. So, and it's retail $175. So like, is Nike working with?
Yes,
it seems like it.
Yes. Like I say, Oregon Air Force One, ducks of a feather. Air Force One, ducks of a feather.
Mm-hmm.
What's the release date? October 20th for 175, 1,000 pairs. Good luck.
Ooh, good luck to anybody that's going for that. I got notified by one of the guys. Shout out to you on Instagram. He started talking to me about it, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. It's a dope pair. It's a very dope pair. Obviously, it looks like it's a a PE as well. It looks like it might be more of a PE kind of vibe to the sneaker as well, because of being Oregon State.
It's not a PE because it's releasing, but it's an official Oregon collab, which is not necessarily a collab because Nike Oregon. I mean, Oregon might as well be Nike University.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's what it is.
But yeah,
the co-founders of Nike are alumni of University of Oregon. It's Nike University, period. They made the Nike waffle, the first ever blue ribbon sports sneaker, was made for Oregon track athletes. Bill Bowerman with his wife's waffle maker, the Nike waffle, came from the University of Oregon. So what else can you say?
Bro, like that story is beautiful. I when I deep dived and read that story or looked up that story, is such a great story. Like the fact that they what they did with the whole athletes in that range was absolutely dope. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see. Like I don't know, all the Air Force One guys are gonna love trying to get that. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be hard. I want to,
but I just took the terror scores back to the store, so. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense for me to get if I took the terror scores back, it wouldn't make sense. I wouldn't. If I had that shoe, I would have to keep it. I would have to.
Yeah, you would have to. You would have
That,
to.
for that
I,
reason, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Man. For all those, I don't know if it's going to be a release for the global release or if it's going to be released for the US. More likely it's going to be released for the US. How was the Tinkers? Was it
Let's
only
go.
released for the US?
Let's go. If you can shop on Go, you can participate more than likely.
Okay, good luck, guys. If you want to try and go for that, but yeah, it's going to be super hard. There's going to be a lot of hurt people off that release.
I should have went for them Air Max ones, bro. I'd feel better about myself if I would have went for them when they released. I didn't pay enough attention. That's my fault.
It happens, bro. It happens. Like we swiftly move on, and if we can go back one day, we'll go back one day. But yes, so yeah, look out for those Air Force Ones, Oregons, GOAT, 20th of October. Good luck, and make sure you go in knowing that your feelings might get hurt.
Ducks of a feather. Ducks of a feather is the official name. Air Force One, Ducks of a feather. There will be no other. Trust me.
All right, cool. I want to look at one thing before we go into the next subject because I think it might take longer. So next quick strike. I want to just talk about quickly is the Darwin Low Supreme collaboration that's coming out. Your thoughts?
I thought the my year 5 had me.
Yeah.
These Darwin Lows got me. I'm so glad that this is scheduled to come out next year.
Yeah, 2024.
I'm preparing for this release. I'm going all the way in on this. Air Darwin's, for those of y'all that don't know, is Dennis Rodman's first signature sneaker. This is an Air Darwin low, by the way, which I haven't seen a low. I'm pretty sure they made them before, probably with the original release, but they didn't re-release lows when they re-released the OGs a couple years ago. And I stupidly slept on the OGs. This is just a day for me to rag on myself for doing stupid stuff.
No, bro. One thing I'm definitely gonna say. It happens. Stuff like this happens. Regrets happen. We just swiftly move on, forget the regrets, and keep it moving. And this is the chance. Now we know better. There's Darwin Lows. I will try and help you. Don't worry.
No, I need these, bro. I need these, bro. I don't know how much help you're gonna be able to offer because scroll down, man. You ain't doing no justice with the pictures, man, for the video audience. Scroll down, man, and look at the beauty that is this full canvas sail upper, black highlights with this powdery blue reverse swoosh. The first sneaker to ever feature a reverse swoosh. Dennis Rodman didn't lie to y'all, by the way. The first sneaker to ever have a reverse swoosh is the Nike Air Darwin. This is beautiful, bro. I don't even like the way they did the white and black, but I love it. I don't like it, but I need it.
Well, let's see what happens. 2024 is when we're going to expect to see that. So good luck to anybody that's going for that. It is a dope sneaker. Definitely a nice sneaker. It's clean as well. I like it. But if I can help you, I will definitely try and help you, bro. So don't worry about that. Moving on swiftly. Next quick strike is something that I wanted to talk about, which is the Nike refurbishment, the UNC 3 that we actually saw this week. And I know you got the pictures, so let's pull that up as well, bro. Because that was a lot of people were bemoaning the quality, the cut, the look. A lot of people were questioning Nike's refurbishment plan with that and the way it kind of produced that. What's your thoughts on this, bro? A lot of people were upset.
I think when I present my point, you'll agree with me because we both buy VNDS. Now let's look at this deeply. So this is the Jordan 3 UNC from 2021 or 2020, right?
20. Yeah, I think 2020. You might be right. Hold on.
2020.
I think. Yeah.
Now, if we look at this, clearly this post from Z Sneakerheads He wanted questions. He wanted answers rather than questions. I have so many questions. Laughing, bunch of laughing emojis and whatnot.
Yeah.
VNDS. When you look at this post, you should think VNDS. We're talking about a refurbishment program, right?
Yep.
So you clean your sneakers. You also customize, which means you have the means to restore sneakers, correct?
Yep. 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 Yep.
When you buy VNDS, how far in do you go to make the sneaker look? Not VNDS, I'm sorry. When you buy used, how far do you go to make the sneaker look VNDS?
It's hard. I'm going to be honest. It's really hard sometimes because it depends on the quality you get. Sometimes they're beat. So you have to kind of restore them as much as possible. Obviously, we know the tricks of the trade. Using the iron method to get creases out, using heat to get the crease of the foam out, repainting, scratches need to be redone. It is a lot of hard work. Depends on the quality of the VNDS you get or the used sneaker you get. To replicate like for a Nike is a different man, but for anybody else out there, not within the brands, to kind of reproduce the same quality that it was first introduced, it's quite hard. And from my perspective alone, like I'm not looking at this. If you go and buy a refurbished sneaker, you got to realize it's not going to be a retail DS sneaker. That's
Right.
what you got to realize. And I know you're going to that point. So you can't, and I know you're gonna mention the price as well. So you might as well mention the price, bro. How much is it?
Let's go. So this is what they call it, their recycle program, Nike's recycling program.
Yeah.
The box clearly is a recycled box. Move to zero.
Yep.
It's a move to zero box. You'll see the move to zero logo, which is a bunch of swooshes in a circle like the sun, right? We know that's the move to zero logo. We know they've manufactured plenty of shoes over the years using the move to zero program with the different foams and the different outsoles and whatnot. Crater. Anytime you see the word crater from Nike in the past, that's where the move to zero program came into play, right?
But that's recyclable materials. Yeah, using recyclable materials in crate. Right. Yeah.
So they recycled the box. What's a box? $1 maybe for them, maybe less. The price on this sneaker is $114. The tag reads Air Jordan 3 Retro, size 12. $114, right?
So I can tell you now, a size 12 on the resale market at this moment in time.
Let's look at it. Used. Size 12, $248, $272, $287, $319, $335, $332, $332, $376, $404, $407, $455. People want more than $500 for a used pair of Jordan 3 UNCs.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell me, because it's a little bit of fading on the elephant print, that this is a joke? This is sad? This is a bad thing that Nike is doing? They shouldn't sell this sneaker like this, and the fake outrage, the goofy outrage, the unknowledgeable people out here trying to dispel this, trying to make this look like a bad thing. This is not a bad thing, bro. You get a UNC Jordan 3 for $114. It's clean, it's sanitized, so it's a little bit of fading on the elephant print. Go watch a YouTube video, get a pen, and paint that black back in there like professional customizers. People that charge $300, $400, and $500 would do this. They will sit there and take a pen that you can go buy from the store, from Walmart, from grocery store, from the gas station, a fine point pen. You can go and paint in the rest of that black and have you a UNC Jordan 3, one of the most coveted Jordan 3s to release in recent times, for $114 and put in a little bit of work versus paying some some fool that's trying to scalp you online for $400 for a shoe that they didn't wear for 6 months and they ain't even tried to clean it yet. What are you talking about?
Let me tell you another thing as well. You can just get a fine point permanent marker and paint in the elephant print, and it costs you $1.
$1. $1.
But bro, like I'm gonna say one thing I'm definitely gonna say was this is my gripe with social media. I'm gonna be really honest with you.
Do it.
Somebody will take a clip, a image, a pattern, a fragment of a conversation, and flip the script.
Sure.
We don't know if that UNC 3 was battered to bits and they restored it. Sure. Number one. Sure. That might be the worst restoration in the whole pack because it had to be done that way because it was not savable unless it was done that way. Every other single restoration we haven't seen. We haven't seen any of them. We've only seen this one. We've seen them do the Mars Yard because that was almost the forefront. That was the go-to. We're gonna do this. This is our mascot for this refurbishment plan. We've seen that. Now, one image.
Tell him, please help him understand, bro. Help him understand, please.
One image or one capsule picture that people are outraged at. I ask you guys that are outraged to go and get a VNDS UNC 3 for lower than that. And I tell you what, it won't match the quality that's been sold there.
Boy, stop. Boy, stop. It's going to have so many cuts and scrapes on it. Boy, do your research, man. That's all he was saying.
It's easy to throw mud and let it stick. And now everybody's thinking in their mind that Nike's refurbished. You know what? I won't be even. You know what? I can go down the conspiracy route, but I'm not going to. But I won't be even surprised if somebody's put that out there just to kind of badmouth the Nike refurbishment program because they're selling their sneakers for so low. Because at the end of the day, because it's taking business away from people. We said the only way they're ever going to take business away from people if it's a mass influx of hype sneakers and it's going to downgrade the goal. And we're already seeing it. Like my speculation and propaganda always exists in whatever category you go in, and this is, I believe, is one somebody from the community just saying this is trash. But if you know, you know. If you know, you know. And like Q's highlighted, go and pay that $250 to $500 for a VNDS that nobody's cleaned. It's probably got more scratches than the one that Nike has actually refurbished for you. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to get the same quality. And it's coming from Nike, so don't badmouth them till you see them. And if it doesn't match up to, you know what? Why are we even talking about this? Why are people comparing a DS pair to a VNDS pair, bro?
Why? It don't. Listen. Not that you can't find pairs better, but bro, look at this. Look at this right here. This pair right here. That it looks like it's only been worn once, right?
Yep.
This person won't. You're gonna end up paying over $600 for this shoe.
Of course you are.
What's the big difference between that shoe and this shoe? $500 plus one. Because you're gonna pay $500 less, and you're gonna have to spend $1 to go get a marker and fill in the rest of that. Bro, get out of here, bro. So you want to save $500? You want to save $501? Wait till Nike or figure out which stores they're actually doing this in, because this is inside a store. If you can find one of them stores where they're selling them refurbished pairs, stock that store, bro. Stock that store. Get cool with the people and find out when them refurbished pairs coming, so you can pay $114 for a Jordan 3 UNC and go buy you a marker and fill that in, bro. If your hands big enough.
I'm gonna say what one last thing on that, and we're gonna move on. Is everybody out there wants the perfect pair? Everybody wants that perfect looking sneaker. Once it's on your feet, you know it's gonna break apart. You know it's gonna fade away. You know all of that's going to go away. Once you put that on your feet, it's for your feet. You know you walk on the ground on your feet, the traction's gonna go and rub off. Eventually, it's gonna fade away. The color's gonna fade away. It's a sneaker that you put on feet, and one like bro, like. Like we talk about why are we talking about recycled sneakers when we even are upset at some of these DS sneakers having faded prints. Reimagine Freeze earlier this year. Everybody was in uproar when all of the elephant print wasn't matching, and we're still paying retail for that. And this is under retail, and this sneaker goes for what you talk like VDS 600, 700, 800 pounds, bro. Get out of here, man. You know what? The intelligent ones will pick that up. The unintelligent ones will say Nike refurbishment isn't great. That's all I'm going to say. To be intelligent.
A bunch of deuce.
Next quick strike, that got both us heated. Next quick strike, bro, is something that's absolutely magical, and it is this Chappelle. And we're talking about Air Force One, so we got to talk about this Air Force One because this is the last quick strike of the day. It is the Chappelle Air Force One with a gummy outsole, bro. I know you had something to say about this. Go on, say
it. Do we still think Travis Scott Utopia Air Force Ones are customs?
That's an interesting question.
Look at the pictures. Look at the pictures. Right. Look at the pictures. Google the Dave Chappelle Air Force One. Look at the pictures. There's one picture in particular where you can see the actual boxes that the shoes came in. If you read the story and you're looking at this picture of these boxes, you will come to realize that the Utopia Air Force Ones were legit.
Okay.
These Dave Chappelle Air Force Ones that he got specially made by Nike for his upcoming Netflix special. He got 5 pairs, all size 12, all for him. They come in a normal gray Air Force One box. These are normal gray. These are normal white Air Force Ones with a gum bottom. They're all white, gum bottom with the Chappelle logo on the heel in the same place that the Utopia logo was on the Travis Scott Utopia Air Force Ones. Nike made them.
Yeah, it looks like it. That's a good twist on. Oh, that's a really good twist on the actual situation with the Utopia Air Force Ones and Travis Scott. But I'm gonna say, this is beautiful. This is magnificent. This brings me back to my childhood, bro. Chappelle Show, the greatest comedy show I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I love that show. I've seen that show back to back about 5 times ever since I've actually came out. And every time we have a moment, we put the Chappelle Show on. Some of those skits are iconic, bro. Congratulations, Chappelle.
Chappelle Show, undoubtedly one of the greatest TV shows in broadcast history, bro. Like, if you have not seen the Chappelle Show, you need to come from up under that rock and check it out. Now,
and you know what? The Chappelle Show was so ahead of its time that if you watch it now, some of the stuff they talk about is relevant right this moment in time.
This is the thing about the Chappelle Show. You can dislike it all you want. You cannot deny the truth in that show.
100%, bro. 100%.
So much truth in that show, bro. Dave Chappelle, and he does this in his stand-up too. He did it in his movies before the Chappelle Show blew up and made him a household name.
Half Baked was quite dope as well.
He puts the reality always in the projects that he does, and you have to appreciate where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like he make it so easily digestible for certain
Yeah.
people. If you're a thinker, it's easily digestible. If you just a casual thinker, I guess is the best way I can casual.
Casual viewer, casual viewer.
I was about to say casualize, categorize.
Category. Casual. That, coin that phrase, bro. Coin that phrase.
Casualize. That might be the one.
One.
But to categorize the people that like and dislike Dave Chappelle, I think there are thinkers and there are not so much thinkers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? That's the only show. That's the only. I'm gonna be honest. Charlie Murphy, God rest his soul. Just a beautiful addition to that show. I'm gonna be really honest. First season. Now watch what I'm gonna say before we move on. First season, you put your balls on the line, and you come out with the Black Klansman. Who's done that, bro? Who's done that? If you don't know what I mean, go and check out the Chappelle Show, Black Klansman. Go on YouTube it. Such a classic episode.
You ain't got to say nothing else, bro. On the tail end of bigging up the Chappelle Show in living color, because I know we got a big international audience.
Yeah.
If you know of and like the Chappelle Show, you should know of and enjoy In Living Color, the predecessor to the Chappelle Show.
Yeah. Definitely. You've actually put me on game on that one. Definitely. Like your goal, guys. Enjoy life. Sometimes life is too serious. Go and watch something like just Chappelle Show in living color. It will breathe a fresh breath of air.
Especially if you grew up in the 90s. And Living Color is the one. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, 100%. All right, moving on, bro. We are going on to the main subject today. All right, cool. Now, this was a bit of an interesting insight because basically me and a couple of bros were talking, especially Scott, and we were talking about how some of these sneakers recently have disappeared. I'm talking about like maybe the Aqua 5s, the Aqua 6s, the Georgetown 6s, which is more like a GR-ish sneaker that's supposed to come out to everybody. They disappeared. We've seen like the playoff 8s disappear randomly this year. We've seen other like OG sneakers sit. Not the popular ones. I'm talking about maybe like the playoff 12s, playoff 13s that actually sat, and then some of them might be going on sale. I'm not saying this is happening. I'm just saying this could possibly happen, or this mimics of it happening slowly, but we know how it transitions through, and it's transitioning through now. The playoff 8s, we were totally wrong. Let's be honest, we were totally wrong with that. That disappeared. Yeah. So now the context to the main subject today is, what if collaborations are always going to be collaborations? They're going to come and go. They're going to be limited, whatever. But what if the new trend or the new strategy, which I'm saying it's not happening right this moment in time, but the new strategy is to make pairs like that, you like the Moab 1. We know it's going to sit. We know right this moment in time and the Jordan 1 Moab is going to sit. What would happen? I know it's not a really good colorway to kind of give that kind of respective comparison to for this subject, but what if they kind of made GRs super limited? Like they come and they go within a day. Will that change? Like the Georgetown 6, it retains quite a high price. The Aqua 5s retains quite a high price. The Racer Blue 5s that came and went retains quite high price in terms of resale market. And that's the indications I'm going to use, because those are the prime examples for where sneakers have come, went, gone, and now the resale is crazy. Now, what if the brands actually realize that's the move? That's the move. To bring back some of the hype, some of the notoriety, some of the sales into their GR range. How would that reflect on the market? And what would you think?
If I was someone in the brand that could make such a decision, I would agree with you 100%, and I would began to scale back production.
Yeah.
Because of the climate. We talk about this all the time. This is a different spin on a previous conversation. We should I think we should have less right now because, and I agree with you on majority of those sneakers that you named. The Georgetown 6 did not fly here. It constantly restocked here, and it did go on sale. When it went on sale, then it disappeared because people that knew the quality of that sneaker. So once it went on sale, it didn't last long. The same thing with the Playoff 13. When the Playoff 13 hit a certain number, then it was gone. I still see Playoff 13 restocks periodically, but months have passed now. Also, the Aqua 6. The Aqua 6 is not doing well in the US. I just saw a full size run sitting on Nike a couple of days ago. I checked 3 times during the day and I could still get sizes. So not so much the 6, both 6s, the Georgetown and the Aqua. However, like you said, the Playoff 8, the Aqua 5, which restocked and sold. Restock, sold, restock, sold, restock. So I never seen the Aqua 5 on sale. The Racer Blue 5 did surprisingly well at the beginning of the decline of resale to where we are now. They should scale back production on everything, including collabs. I'm saying that against my own interests, right?
It feels like there's a lot of fatigue. I'm going to be honest. Jordan 1 is fatiguing at this moment in time. I'm like even though we get the classics like Unions, I think Jordan 1 Union is so dope this year. And even though we get really good collaborations, like when you get the Mauve, who's paying attention to like it's a good colorway. Some people will enjoy that colorway, but who's looking for that? I even see the Palomino ones. I was going to say Pantone. Palomino ones, Marina ones.
No,
bro, there's a
what? Yeah, Marina. Yeah, definitely Marina. Yeah.
there's a lot, and it's suffering from. And like I know I keep saying this. I know I said it in the previous episode. Then Jordan. I thought Jordan 1s were going to cut. They're going to cut back the releases of Jordan 1s. I really did think that to bring it back to the scale where a lot of people were anticipating the Jordan 1 a bit more. I'm Suede Royal ones. I like it. I don't think a lot of people will go for it, but there's no hype behind that.
There is hype. See, now we have to I think we have to adjust. I feel like I've already made adjustment to a certain level. Like the way I talk about sneakers now with people that ask me about sneakers is different, right? So we as consumers have to make the adjustment to what the climate is. We gonna, those of us that pay attention, we gonna pay enough attention to the climate to realize, like, okay, when prime example, this P6000, I feel like 3 years ago it would have been a wrap for that shoe when it came out. It was 120. It's a super different colorway of a coveted, not even coveted, of a respected retro, right? It was in a phase where New Balance and Hoka and Solomon, and so it belonged in that time, but it released after that time. It released once the casual mesh culture had already taken hold. And that's the same thing that's happening with these OGs and these solid retros that we seeing. Like a few weeks back, when we had the conversation about putting more respect on certain retro colorways, like the Aqua 5. The Aqua 5 has lived a good life to this point, right? The Playoff 8 and OG shouldn't be next to the Aqua 5. It should be next to the Playoff 12 and the Playoff 13. But we know those OGs, other playoff colorways, didn't do as well as the Aqua 5 did. What does that mean? The Aqua 5 deserves more respect as a GR retro colorway. You know what I'm saying? A Chris Paul colorway. The two Gary Payton PE 12s that we got. The purple and the gold, the university gold a few years ago. Deserve more respect than some of the other shoes, the OGs that we feel like people should covet, but they don't, because that's not where we at right now. So we have to live in the space that we're present in. You know what I'm saying?
I've got those university gold 12 stuff. Beautiful.
I got rid of mine because I sold him to Black because he gave away his pair. Shout out to Black, man. He gave away his pair to a homeless
guy. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
And I had only worn my pair like once or twice. And once he told me he got rid of his pair, me and Black were the same size. I'm like, bro, I got one if you want it. You gave yours away. Like, if you want to do that, you know, because I know he a Steelers fan, Black and yellow. But anyway, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to step on your point.
No, it's fine. For me, like, I love 12s. Like, I put the dark grey 12s on feet yesterday. Was it yesterday? Saturday, yeah. All grey fit. And it looks dope. I like it.
Yes, that's the PSNY, right?
Yeah, no, not the PSNY, not the PSNY. I've got them here. These.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, this is cool, like a cool grey fit, but we call it cool grey 12s. The official name is dark grey 12s, but yeah, such a dope colorway. I've got the burgundy versions of this. They do it. I think the PSNY was like all of this was like the same color and stuff like that. So,
yeah, monotone with the suede.
Yeah, and I do. When I saw them, I love the PSNYs. They're so dope. So such a dope sneaker. 12s are nice. A lot of people don't like 12s in the UK, but like I love 12s. I love that sneaker. But the thing is, for me, when I saw what happened with the playoff 8s, and we were wrong, and I felt like what they saw with the playoff 13s and other OG sneakers that aren't hyped, like the Breads and the 3s and all of that stuff. I just felt, and I'm really surprised the playoff 13 sat and went on sale. That really surprised me because that is dope sneaker.
The last shot 14s sat.
Yeah, but we know what happened with when the Last Dance came out.
It was before the Last Dance, yeah, but still.
Yeah, they won't sell. So, like, for me, when the playoff, they don't release 8s, and maybe it's because they don't release 8s all the time that they kind of don't sold out, because a lot of people want 8s. Maybe that was the side effect of them not releasing 8s constantly, because the last 8 that came out was a Taxi 8, which I got before the Rui 8s. I think the Rui 8s came out, the Taxi 8s, and now we got, like, we've seen over the years, Aquas came out and all that stuff came out. I think Aquas didn't do well. Maybe.
No. It was a women's 8. It was like a white. Aqua.
White, yeah. No, but I'm talking about when the Aquas came out. Like, so there's definitely not a fatigue with the 8s. So maybe that kind of escalated the sales for the playoff 8s, but I don't think there was mass quantity of these 8s, and for that reason alone, maybe what happened with the playoff 13s was an indication of what they might be doing with the lesser hyped OG pairs. Like, they won't release as many, but they release enough that they will sell out.
I think the OGs.
It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see. But like I'm not even talking about OGs like bread 11s. You could release 2 million bread, up to 2 million bread 11s. They're gonna go. They're gonna go.
But that's 11s. That's because of 11s. But like OGs, yes, give us all the OGs that we can take. I'm not mad at the 13 and the 12 playoff colorways flopping, so to speak. It's in comparison to what OGs normally do. I'm not as mad because there's more opportunity for us, right? And that's always a good thing. We don't like to see stuff sitting to the point where it feels like it's being disrespected. We like stuff to be available. So where's the middle ground for us, not for the brand? For us, I think if we can find a happy medium, that's why I feel like there should be less GR colorways every release, because there are so many GR colorways released every year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The OGs, the ones that they know or feel like they know that we really want and we covet, we should get those, as many of those as we can. I don't have any problem with walking into a store, seeing GRs, OGs sitting like GRs, because that's where we come from. We come from walking in the store, seeing the new Jordans. Before it was the Jordan 13 or the Jordan 8 or the Jordan 5. It was just the Air Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Before retros, you could walk in, see it on the shelf, put it on your foot, and hopefully they had your size and you can rock out. You had the finances or your parents or whatever the case, you can rock out. We should be able to go in and get the OGs. That's just how I feel. The GRs and collabs, there should be less collabs than GRs, right? There should be less pairs than GRs. If we getting a different GR every week, there should be less.
Yeah, I want to know. I know the Cherry 12 shot dropped in the States this week, just gone.
Mm-hmm.
How did that do? Because I want to take this whole insight into from the playoff 8s to the Cherry 12s. How well did the Cherry 12s do when it shot?
Very well. It's white. It's white and red.
Because
that makes a difference. White and the fact that it's white, I think, made a big difference.
Yeah, because we're sitting across the border, like I'm talking about across the water, and from early indications, what I was hearing was they sat, and now what I'm hearing from you is no, they did really well. They were really, really hard to get. But I kind of take that with a pinch of salt from what I heard, because I know sometimes on the sneakers app it malfunctions. There's pairs there, but you can't cop, and they're gone already. But it's just like a fault on the sneakers app for some reason.
What's sat? What's sat?
No,
what's your definition of sat?
I was from what I heard was you could go and pick up pairs during the evening when they were still on the app, where they were still visible on the app. And sometimes I know it's a fault. I've seen that before. I've seen that before. Sometimes where it's still there's pairs still there. You try to check out, you can't because the stock's already gone. But it's just a fault.
What size?
Mid sizes. I'm talking about mine, your size.
That's not true.
Okay, cool. That's fake news then.
Rod texted me when it was happening. I was at work. He texted me 4 minutes. It was 12 noon Eastern. That's normally when shot drops happen for my time zone at 12 noon. Rod hit me 4 minutes after. He probably figured I saw it, but he was trying to make sure. And I had notifications, but I was working. I wasn't paying attention. I was driving, actually, so I wasn't paying attention. He hit me. I saw the text, and he had went in for his size. We had previously discussed trying to make sure he got his size because he been waiting on Cherry 12s for years.
Yeah.
So we talked about it. A few days later, the shock drop happened. He couldn't get his size 9.
Ooh.
That's the size 9 is top of the bell curve. There are more size 9s than any other size in any release. That's just how the bell curve works. 9 is 8.5. 9 is the most 8 from 8 to 9 is the most average size in the world.
Okay.
So if he couldn't get a size 9, they didn't sit. No way. There's no way that shoe could have been sitting in average sizes if Rod couldn't get a pair and he was in.
Yeah.
He was in before 1201.
So that goes back
he was on it. He had his information in, everything. He was pending before 1201. So
yeah. So that goes back into what I was saying about the playoff 8s, because the playoff 8s to me, the way it came and went, and even though when it restocked, I don't think we have a lot of restocks here, but the way it came and went and instantly kept selling out is an indication of what these OGs might be doing, especially like maybe a 10, 9, 10, not 11, 12, 13, 14 might do going forwards. Like if what we're seeing with the Cherry 12s, I know it's a shock drop. I know the stock might be limited. I don't know how much drop. I don't know. But you are going to get a full release at the end of this month anyway, so we will have to keep an eye on it anyway. But it's a shock drop. We know what happens with shock drops. Not all the stock drops, so there's still stock left. But it'll be quite interesting to see how the Cherry 12 release happens, and if it's similar to what happens with the playoff 8s. And if that's the case, then we have to really think about it, because like let's be honest, Cardinal 7s, they sat here as well.
They sat
big. And Raptor 7s, Bulldoze 7s. We're talking about even the 7 range, maybe 6s.
It wasn't no Raptor release.
No. I'm talking when they release. Not that. When they release, we have to keep an eye on it. And when I always talk about strategy, when I always talk about look at the market, how it's evolving. What I'm saying is, the market is always going to change to reflect the nature of the current environment, and it's really important that you guys realize, because most of us probably sat a lot, bro. I can tell you a number of people here sat and said, the playoff 8s are going to go on sale, or I'll get them when they sell. Nah.
I was hoping, bro. I was hoping they would go on sale. When release day came and I looked, and they was gone. Everybody sold out. Everybody. And when they restocking, they've been restocking for the past couple of weeks, bro. I hit them links, but they gone. Gone. Like they was never there.
And this is why I keep telling you, this is why it's important to watch the market, because when you watch the market, you follow the market, you realize what's happening within the actual current market you're in. You realize when to move and when not to move, and when trends change, it's important that you keep on top of it, because when they change, you get caught out. Like you will get caught out when you want that specific pair, and you're like, all right, cool, I'm gonna wait for this time. No. You don't realize it's changed. It's the things ain't like they used to be. So
you can never tell.
Yeah, you can never tell. So this is why I always say, if you want something, go for it. But Cherry 12s would be interesting to see. I'm going to add a bit of source onto that quote anyway. I want to see what happens with the Cherry 12s. I want to see what happens with other OGs that are outside the desirable range.
No, them 12s gone.
Yeah, man. You can tell.
They white and red. The shock drop. The 8 shock drop sold out too. Fast.
Yeah.
Like less than 5 minutes you had to get the playoff 8s on the shock drop. It was the same thing with these 12s, and I think we'll see a mirror of that 8 release on this 12 release. This is my prediction. I could be wrong, but just looking at it now, and people ask it, bro. I had like 5 people ask me, "You got the 12s? You got the 12s? You got the 12s?" I'm like, "No, bro, I'm chilling. You know, I'm chilling for the 5s. I want to make, because if we get 3 alma money and 5s, I want to make sure I'm ready." But it's like so many people ask me. Every person that I know that's does this sneaker thing that I saw after the shot drop asked me about it. My cousin called me, Rod, texting me. We had a conversation before the shot drop. We had the conversation. People at work, like everybody that's into sneakers is at least talking about these 12s, which leads me to believe that they're gonna be out of here.
They're gonna be a problem. They're definitely gonna be a problem. Like the Cherry 12s, I've been like, bro. I've been waiting for ages for that sneaker. But one thing I'm definitely gonna say is it's easy to realize how things are changing, because I remember picking up sneakers like maybe 6-7 years ago, and we were going out, we were looking at, and you know how you can sense in the atmosphere. A lot of people were talking about stuff, a lot of people hyped about stuff, a lot of people, oh, I want this, I want that, and that was when Jordan 1s were peaking all the time. That I slightly miss it, but that is so different to right this moment in time. Right this moment in time, we're not excited for every week of sneakers releasing. We're not excited for the next pair of releasing. We're excited for the collaborations, which is one of the reasons why I think oversaturations of the collaboration range is we're now being picky with certain type of collaborations. It gives choices to people. Choices to people is always good, but for me, it feels like that whole hype beast, even like when we talk about next week, bots, there's a massive downscale on that. And I can't feel it in the atmosphere like I used to feel 6 or 7 years ago. I don't think the same amount of people are there for right this moment in time from 6 or 7 years ago. And
No,
you can,
it was the great sneaker exodus, bro. When the bubble popped a couple of years ago, it was this exodus. We saw people, we saw resellers get out of reselling. We saw YouTubers channels shift into different genres. Bro, it's this one big sneaker YouTuber. He got a whole nother angle now that he trying to shift his audience into. Guns.
what?
Yeah. He went from sneakers to guns.
Bro.
If y'all know the community, y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say the name. This guy went from sneakers. He's been doing sneakers for like 8-9 years, bro. 10 years plus. Like one of the OG sneaker YouTubers. And he's now shifted into guns. To the point where he's posting on his sneaker page advertising the gun page.
Okay, cool. All right. I need to. I'll talk to you about it after the podcast. Who it is? I'm intrigued. I'm really intrigued. but like, raw. That you brought your things. I can. Like, you know what? The great thing about right this moment in time is you can get the pairs you want. You can get the pairs you want. Like you have about an hour to pick up the right pairs you want. And some pairs are going to be hard, like playoff ace. I don't know what happened there, bro. Like just literally.
Hey, I'm good. That's why the real. I'm gonna say this the way I feel it. That's why the real sneakerheads, the people who actually enjoy the culture, the community, the products, and also doing the knowledge to learn the stories and the who's and the whys and all that kind of stuff. And it's a lot. Don't get it twisted. It's a whole lot. We know a lot. We know a lot, but we don't know as much as we could know in a lot of cases. However, That's why stuff like this will be in my collection.
Yep.
All the time, bro. This is why the Swingman Vapor Max Plus will be in my collection. This is why you buy Air Trainer 1s.
Yeah.
This is why you have Court Purple 13s. Because we love sneakers. It's not about the hype. It's not about the clout. It's about the passion that we have for this hobby, for this community, and for this industry that keeps us abreast of what's going on and keeping us interested enough to be able to dodge bullets, to be able to duck in and out when we have to be able to get our hands on some of this stuff like the Union ones. To have people like Offspring on, rocking with you, to be able to have the type of support that we get from the real community, the real sneaker community, not the fly by nights, not the what's the name of the company, Rares.
Yeah, allow that.
No, we the real community. We the real
that's-
community over here, and we do community things.
Yeah, I'm gonna say two things before we move on to our last thing that we normally do. Number one is bro. I'm gonna be honest. I come into this room every single day. I work here. I do my 9 to 5 here. I do my recordings here. I do everything sneaker related here. My hobbies, my work, everything from this room, right? My whole livelihood is from this room, right? I'm gonna tell you one thing. Sometimes, especially this week, I was looking at full sneakers. And I started looking through some of the pairs I want to wear. So this is why I pulled out the 12s, like those dark, cool grey 12s or dark grey 12s. I pulled them out because I wanted to wear them. And I'm looking through, and I'm just like, I really really love sneakers, and like I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm pulling out pairs. And sometimes a memory is like a memory, like a photograph that always fades in your mind and becomes a distant memory until you realize and you recap that moment. And when you pull out sneakers and when you recap that moment, you realize how epic that moment is again. So when I'm pulling out some of these sneakers, I'm like, yo, I absolutely love sneakers. I absolutely love sneakers. I love the colorways, the patterns, the designs, the silhouettes. And I was pulling this out, and I can't. And this is the reason why I'm so passionate about everything I do. Like everything I do, my channel, the podcast, everything I do, talk to the bros. Like, no, I would say most of my days are thinking about sneakers and work and everything else that comes with it. So this is why I was gonna say I love sneakers. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Fork love sneakers. You see what I'm saying? Fork love sneakers. But that's saying that. This is what the passion you have. You need to always grow with that and see it through. Like I'm pulling out pairs and I'm like, yo, I need to wear this. I need to wear that. These are beautiful. These are beautiful, and it just makes me happy. Then whatever makes you happy, you need to go and drive to. But my second note before we move on is, please do follow us, because we always got the strategies, we always got the know-how, we always got the maneuverability, we're always talking about this stuff. So please do go and follow the Shudo podcast, come and listen to us, even reach out and have the conversations with us, because we love helping people as well as helping ourselves. And we always talk about strategies, and this main subject has all been about strategies, because we want you to make sure you always get the pairs you want. And that's always the strategy. That's the end goal. Always end goal. We want pairs. We want to make sure you get pairs as well.
Yeah.
So you can follow the Shooter podcast, and if you know anybody that is interested, just share us as well. We will definitely help as many people as possible on the route to our journey and evolve these sneakers. It's for us to control and to maneuver and to make sure we help each other. Simple as.
We're doing West size 11. It's okay.
Excluding size 11. You're not gonna get that size.
Yo, I don't mind. It's a sneakerheads playground. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. I want I want to. I'm going to try and do something for the next couple of months. In that one of the things that I've been thinking about this for quite a while is to produce my own colorways in what I think what direction we should be heading at. And that's one of the, obviously being a customizer myself, I want to kind of look experiment. So that's hopefully tune into my IG if you want to see some of that stuff. So
I know. Yeah, as long as you give away your own personal ideas, okay? Don't give away our ideas.
I'm not going to give out ideas.
Give away your.
What I'm gonna make a range called what I would like to see, not what the range. I'm gonna say what I'd like to see range. See what I'm saying?
what the TJ?
What the TJ? Yeah, what the TJ should be coming out right now.
You ready, bro?
Yeah, I'm ready, bro. Come on, let's move on.
Let's do it. When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beats. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
order in the court.
The sneaker court of public opinion.
Guilty. Welcome back to the shoe court, the sneaker court of public opinion with me, Judge Public Opinion and Executioner. I saved it. I know what you're saying. I saved it. The question of the day is $5 million. The question of the day and the candidates of the day is $5 million. Before we go into that, let's provide some background and some evidence and some know-how on why this is based on $5 million, because that is the whole narrative of this. Why was $5 million worth of merchandise missing?
Uncovered in what police say was a nationwide cargo theft ring.
And it was operating out of this warehouse on the west side. CBS 2's Andrew Ramos has exclusive details on how police made the bust.
It was a sophisticated operation involving high-end brands where merchandise was stolen from across the country, then shipped here to this warehouse, and then sold to unsuspecting retailers.
And this court case got even more crazier during the week when this happened, bro.
Went on for. Two men are accused of stealing $5 million worth of shoes, clothing, jewelry, and much more. It all started when Lyons police were investigating a report of a break-in of a semi-trailer in a storage yard. And it led to this. Just take a look at this video from police showing just how many stolen items they found in a Lawndale warehouse. Police say Edwin Aguirre Ramirez and Eric Bautista would stake out semi-trucks from multiple states full of goods for brands like Nike, UGG, Apple, and Yeezy. And then they'd come back and they'd steal the trailer, bringing the products into Chicago.
So on that as well, bro, they were selling these items to the local retailers. So they were reselling these items, stolen goods, to these resellers to sell. So unknowing resellers, unknowing sellers or retailers. So, bro, this is some Breaking Bad stuff. This is some epicness that is written for the movies. I'm waiting for this $5 million bust. That should be the movie name to this. And this is not the only people that are going to get arrested, because there's other people involved in this. This is a multiple gang operation that the police are clamping down on. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely absurd. And we know why some of these pairs go missing. And this is not even associated to Memphis. This is a whole new region. Maybe some of these Memphis pairs ended up in this Chicago warehouse or this Chicago facility, but bro, this is some crazy shit. Are we in the movie? Are we in Hollywood at the moment? Because this sounds like a Hollywood movie, bro. $5 million worth of Apple, Nikes, Yeezys. merchandise, apparels, everything, bro, stolen from rail cars and other places. That's crazy.
No, this is it's the same thing we've been seeing going on for the past several years. It's been brought to light. A lot of the brands have been losing product from these rings, bro. These boosting rings, they hit in the warehouse, they hit in the trucks. This is probably why we've seen more of this coming from Memphis than usual. Is because people have been hipped to this big ring in Chicago where they holding all this stuff, and they putting the word out. We buying everything.
Yep.
So people probably out here doing work and taking their ride up to Chicago, or storing it and having the people from Chicago come and get it. You know, I think all the, like you said, it's multiple people, multiple entities involved in this operation, because you can't get that big on your own. This ain't Scarface. This ain't a movie. People have to connect with each other, state to state. This is an international ring, which means they get stuff from all over the country.
Yeah, this is not say hello to my little sneak. This is Godfather moments. This is like mob mentality. This is absolutely crazy. And this is 5 million in the store at that moment in time.
Value. Value. Retail value at 5 million.
Yep.
That's a whole lot of sneakers, bro. A whole lot of sneakers. And they only caught 2 guys.
Yeah,
this was gonna happen. This was gonna happen. Rico.
You know, and on that note, thank you for Chicago police to clamp them down and find out where this warehouse was. This is probably one of multitude of warehouses that they have in this region. Because if it's gang related, if this is organized crime, and if this is not racketeering but associated with anything to do with the mob, they ain't got one warehouse. They ain't got 2 warehouses. They got hundreds of warehouses where they store this stuff. So
and they had a resale platform.
Yes, and that, bro, because you just mentioned it a while ago, because we're not going to mention it again. But I'm thankful for this clapdown. I'm thankful for the fact that we are getting some more information and people are getting caught. And all I'm going to say is, guilty. I'm glad you guys got caught. I'm glad the guys that are gonna get caught are gonna get caught. And just give us our sneakers. Don't steal our sneakers, please. And let me know what's the verdict, bro.
If y'all don't get caught, y'all just stay away from the sneakers, bro. Y'all can't buy sneakers. Y'all can't steal sneakers. Y'all can't sell sneakers. Matter of fact, we need y'all to be relegated. We relegate y'all to the counterfeit market.
Get them UAs. Don't touch our sneakers.
Yeah, leave ours alone, bro. Deal with
And on that note, thank you for the Chicago police for doing that. Your service.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
order in the court.
The sneaker court of public opinion.
Yo, 5 million in one warehouse is a lot, bro. If you could be talking 500 million in a matter of days, that's a lot,
bruh. 5 what?
No wonder all the players sold out.
This whole store is factory stores that ain't got 5 million in stock.
That's interesting. We'll see how that story develops. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more arrests during the next couple of weeks to a month, and then
Rico, bro. I'm telling you, it's a Rico comment. This is racketeering 100%. This is organized crime, bro. Somebody getting a big federal case from this. They caught 2 guys, $5 million, 2 people. Guess what's going to happen? They tell him. They already told.
Rats be ratting, you know. Moles be moling.
They already told, bro. It's over. They already told.
Yeah, I know, bro. It's a holy moly situation, bro. Like once you get a rat, that's it. You're done. Your business is done.
You think whoever is responsible for this $5 million worth of merchandise is only got this $5 million worth of merchandise?
No, of course not.
And this we talking about clothing and sneakers. Imagine what else they invested in.
No, but you failed to maybe you caught it, but I caught it. Apple phones. They were taking everything, bro. They were taking everything.
So if they got all that stuff in this one place, what stuff they got in the other place?
Don't know, bro. Don't know.
In the other place. These folks probably in the drugs, guns, cars, everything.
Yep. And yes, there's just realized that I you know what, when I heard it this week, I was so surprised. I was like, you know, have you watched Breaking Bad?
No.
There's a scene. This reason why I said Breaking Bad, to give some background to this, because obviously some people haven't watched Breaking Bad. They stopped a train in Breaking Bad. Not hijacked it. They put an obstruction, slowed the train down, and took the contents out of the train without the train even knowing. That's Breaking Bad. And when I said it was a Breaking Bad situation, that was a Breaking Bad situation. That was crazy. The fact that, I wonder if the Pierce from Scotland that got hijacked in that trailer actually ended up in Chicago. He's international, bro. Bro, where there's commodity, there's always going to be opportunity, and unfortunately, some people take the opportunity to steal all the good merchandise, and it's not a good thing because it takes that merchandise from our possession, because it kind of makes them a bit more scarce. So, yeah, it's good to see that there's a clampdown. Definitely good to see that's a clampdown. I'm just happy that people are doing something about it, and you know.
Hey, if you know, you know, and I don't know nothing.
You know nothing. I know nothing. Hands up, I know nothing. All right, cool. That's the Shooter Podcast, episode 88, bro. Let's cool it.
Hey, man, listen. We both, TJ and I, the Honorable Uncle Pears, would like to wish everybody a great day, a great week, a great month. What you call it? Sneakers coming out. Don't worry about them. We'll handle them.
Don't get those size 11s either.
No. You stay away from that 11, that US 11, UK 10. You stay far away from it. It's dangerous. Listen, don't believe the hype, man. Okay, because the hype be lying, and sneakers don't make you cool. Just remember that. You got to be cool anyway.
Yeah. You make the sneakers cooler. The sneakers don't make you cool.
That part.
Peace. Peace out, guys. Peace.